Ensure that the weapon is clear or unsafe. Check the mag well and the chamber. We're ready to go. So we press these pins down. Sometimes you have to use a punch. Pull them out. Separate like that. Pull this one out. And the upper and lower will separate. Now we want to pull the buffer and spring out. We're going to push this little pin down with our thumb or another tool. Set that aside. Now sometimes you have to pull the buttstock off, and the way you do that is by pulling this lever back and pulling it off. Now we need to loosen the castle nut. We'll use a castle nut wrench. Hold the plate down as you loosen. As you pull it off, you'll see a spring. Pull that out and set it aside. It's a little difficult to get out. Alright, now you're going to pull or unscrew the buffer tube. Oh, and sometimes this pin will come out with the detent and spring, these three pieces. So keep those aside. Press this detent pin down, holding the buffer tube in place, and unscrew. Now we'll replace the receiver plate with a new one. Ensure that this dent is facing the front, the muzzle. Slide that on. Screw back in. Screw until you hit this detent spring here. The detent on a spring. We're going to grab these pieces and put them back. So all we have to do is put this little piece back in the hole with the pin. Slide the spring in. So now we will screw the buffer tube until it won't go any farther, which is usually about one rotation. Alright, so now we need to line the spring up so it's not turned or pinched at all, and then you'll push the plate all the way in. Tighten the castle nut by hand and use the wrench to get it to its full tightness. Alright, now replace the buffer spring and buffer. Put your receiver, upper receiver under the lower receiver. Push the pin back in. Line the hold up first. Sometimes it can be difficult.